Even though it's week 4 for the Detroit Lions, this game is an absolute must-have. Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome to Detroit Lions Syndicate. If this is not your first time here, consider subscribing. If this is your first time here, we talk all things Detroit Lions, and we make video content almost every day. So subscribe if that's your thing. Week 4 of the National Football League, and the Detroit Lions are in a rare position, not being underdogs, hosting the Seattle Seahawks at home. And that is a weird place to be on. The last time we were not underdogs was against the Washington Commanders. We were, I think, a 2-point favorite, and we wind up winning by more than a touchdown. And people think that's going to be the case in week 4 against the Seattle Seahawks. Now, Seattle is coming off a 2-game loss after starting week 1 at home against their former quarterback, Russell Wilson. And they're looking to potentially drop 3 straight. The Detroit Lions, on the other hand, are loss, win, loss, and hopefully a win. So they'll be 2-2, hopefully, if they can get this dub. But as I like to do, I like to compare the ESPN stats. So let's do that right now, and then I'll give you my prediction at the end of this video. All right, so the Detroit Lions, according to the ESPN game predictor, have a 64.2 chance to win this game, while the Seattle Seahawks have a 35.4. Going down to passing leaders, Geno Smith, 79 for 102 for 717 yards. 717. 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Jared Goff, 66 for 112, 748 yards with 7 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. DeAndre Swift, who is questionable for week 4, most likely will not play. 27 carries, 231 yards, and 1 touchdown. Rashard Penny is 32 carries for 141 yards. Receiving leaders, Tyler Lockett, man, oh man, 21 receptions, 211 yards, which means he averages a first down every time he catches the ball. St. Brown, who also will be out, so someone else will have to step up, 23 receptions, 253 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I'm surprised Tyler Lockett does not have a touchdown this season. 5 individuals off the Seattle Seahawks injury report. Justin Coleman, former Detroit Lion, questionable. Quentin Jefferson, Phil Haynes, Marquise Goodwin, and Shelby Harris are all questionable, which means they are trending toward playing. For the Detroit Lions, as you can see here, DeAndre Swift, doubtful. Dan Campbell said he's already out, and Amon-Ra is out as well. Josh Reynolds, TJ Hockenson, and DJ Chark all questionable as we enter week 4. Now let's go into some stats. The Detroit Lions average 31.7 points per game. If I'm not mistaken, that is second in the NFL. The Seattle Seahawks average 15.7 points allowed. The Detroit Lions 31 to the Seattle Seahawks 23.3. Total yards, the Detroit Lions have 100+ yards more on average than the Seattle Seahawks, 419.7 to 313.7. Passing yards, 239 for the Seahawks and 249.3 for the Lions. Rushing yards, unbelievably, we have them by almost 100 yards, 96 to be exact, 74.7 for the Seahawks and 170.3 for the Detroit Lions. That was with DeAndre Swift being out, so that number will probably drop, but we have some people that can stand up. Yards allowed, 408 for the Seahawks and 422.2 for the Lions. Passing yards allowed, 251 for the Seahawks and 280 for the Lions. Rushing yards, man, 157 for the Seahawks and 242 for the Detroit Lions. If we go back to the first 3 weeks of the season, Seattle squeaked by the Denver Broncos and have lost the last 2. And the Detroit Lions have lost 2 of the 3, winning in week 2. And their losses come with a combined total of 7 points. So there you have it. Both teams are 1-2 on the season. So who do I think will win this game? I think the Detroit Lions will win this game, and I think this is a very pivotal game in the season. Week 4 is when that shift begins to be made. The Detroit Lions have a bye week in 2 weeks, and then people should get healthy. But I think the Detroit Lions will win this game. It is at home. They'll have the crowd behind them. If they were in Seattle, it would be a little tougher, a lot tougher, but I think the Detroit Lions would still get it done. The Detroit Lions will win this game without Amon-Ra. Somebody else will have to step up, whether it's Khalif or maybe we get a Tom Kennedy sighting. I think the keys to the Detroit Lions winning this game is they have to stop either Tyler Lockett or DK Metcalf. I think I'm more worried. DK, both of these guys have speed. One is a little smaller than the other, but both of them can hurt you. But if we can stop Rashard Penny, keep the run game in check, and keep at least one of these guys in check. And Jeff Okudah will have an extra chip on his shoulder. DK said he was not impressed with Jeff Okudah's coverage this season thus far. So hopefully that will turn into motivation for Jeff Okudah. So let me know who you think wins this game. I have the Detroit Lions moving to 2-2, the Seattle Seahawks dropping to 1-3. This is actually one of the games I picked to win earlier in the season, to be on par with my record. I only deviated last week, and we should have won that game. But I got to let bygones be bygones. So let me know in the comments below what you think. My name is Eric. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate. Don't forget about the live watch party tomorrow. We've got Detroit versus Seahawks. Then we will have a video reaction and a post-game show after that, probably around between 4:30 and 5 o'clock. The callers are increasing. You get to call in and voice your opinion, good or bad, about the Detroit Lions. So make sure you subscribe, hit that button so you won't miss the content. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself. And as always, go Lions.